Powerful, powerful, powerful. And while we're on that, these last two questions it's kind of connected to what you just finished talking about. A brother told me one time, and when he was in an audience with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan dealing with a matter, he told the minister in a respectful way. He wasn't being disrespectful. He was like, "Brother Minister, your way is hard," right? He's talking about just like what you just mentioned, how the minister handles stuff, even though we can make a case to say, Brother Minister, these people really disrespected you. They should be apologizing, and how the minister handles it. So my question to you is, how is it that, can you explain to the audience, what is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's way, and why is it such a challenge to others?
Minister Farrakhan's way is the way of love. Hear me well. When you see Minister Farrakhan, because unless you understand the potentialities comprised within real love, true love, you can't properly assess and identify what we are witnessing when we are witnessing Minister Farrakhan and his life and leadership be on display. So on one hand, Minister Willie, people see a bold man, a powerful man, a courageous man. Many Black people who have been victimized by the institutions of white supremacy in America love Minister Farrakhan because he boldly says what we think and feel, but we don't have the courage to say, especially where the white power structure is concerned. So you see that. Then you see a man playing classical music on a violin. You see a man who, is so sensitive and tender. So his way is peculiar because these characteristics appear to be polar opposites. We've seen bold and courageous leaders in the Black community. We've seen those that speak truth to power, but many times they are not possessed of other components that make them appear to be entirely different human beings. I remember listening to the brother, and I think it's in my book, Who Do They Say I Am, the musical artist M. Tume. And he was talking about Minister Farrakhan as an artist and what art has done to develop him in terms of a leader. It's a very beautiful quote. It's in the book, Who Do They Say I Am? I can't verbatim it, but it just goes to the fact that the minister's way is love. And it's like when you read the scripture, for instance, this is the best way for me to communicate the point I'm trying to make. So somewhere in the New Testament, I forget, maybe Philippians, I'm not sure, but it says in the English translation, perfect love casts out fear. Now, we've heard that many years, especially if you grew up in a church like I did. Perfect love casts out fear. And some of the modern English translations render it more plainly, more eloquently, more beautifully. But growing up, and at that time, the King James Version was the primary version. So it said, perfect love casts out fear. Now, most people think of love as something soft. Even as men, we don't talk about love a whole lot because love is almost like an effeminate kind of thing. Yet the scripture says love is the root of courage. If perfect love casts out fear, then that means if you want to be fearless, you need to deepen and strengthen the quality of your love. So because the minister is motivated out of love, his way is a challenge for all who have yet to develop love as a motivation for what we are doing in the name of helping our people. See, sometimes, Minister Willie, there are people that just want to show off their knowledge. They want to position themselves as they know more than other black people, and all other black people are dumb or stupid because they don't know what you know, or they don't follow what you follow. Yeah, the reality of it is sometimes knowledge makes us very self-righteous and makes us difficult people to be around. We've all seen the brother or the sister that anytime somebody come around them, they got to poke holes or they got to criticize everything that is going on with them.